In this series, we are exploring the do's and don'ts of each Enneagram type. Next up are 9s. Serenity, calm, peaceful, and harmonious. That's the happy whole that 9s seek to cultivate and live within. More so than anything else, 9s want their environments to be peaceful, balanced, and in harmony. Unfortunately, however, their happy environments are often ripped apart by friends, by family members, and by circumstances. Hey honey, I know you're busy, but I quit my job today. I wrecked the car on the way home and the bank is foreclosing on our house.
Hi Joanne, this is your grandmother speaking. All the family's gonna boycott your party.
9s try to cultivate stress-free and low-conflict environments. They need extra time to process, and they have a natural ability to see something from practically anyone's perspective. 9s come across as agreeable, empathetic, conflict-averse, people-pleasing, and sometimes indecisive.
Howdy, sir. Will that be paper or plastic today?
When working with a 9, here is a definite do. Do give them extra time to process. 9s can struggle with decision making since they need to comb through everybody else's thoughts and feelings. This is especially the case when in a room full of others. 9s, perhaps so more than any other Enneagram type, are constantly reading the responses of others and recalibrating their own responses accordingly, somewhat like a GPS is constantly needing to recalculate its direction.
Recalculating.
In this way, they usually don't like being in charge and instead prefer to be in the background, or at least not in the spotlight. And when 9s are surrounded by a more dominant personality, they can sometimes become absorbed into that person's will and preferences. When it comes to don'ts, here is something to keep in mind. Don't force them to take sides. 9s are intuitively empathetic people, and it's easy for them to see things from practically anyone else's perspective. What's more, 9s don't like rocking the boat, and it is excruciating for them to be put in a situation where there are differing opinions and perhaps conflict, and they are forced to take a side. This can be a weakness of 9s because of their natural tendency to want peace and harmony above all, and that can push them toward people-pleasing, toward conflict avoidance, or simply frustrating everybody because 9s can't bear to disappoint or offend anyone. For instance, let's say that you have a group of friends and they want to go out for dinner. The 4 says, "Let's eat Mongolian food the natural way." The 5 says, "I just read 3 articles about an amazing Italian restaurant in the city." And the 7 says, "I got it. We'll do Mexican food, then mariachi, then some shaking and dancing." And the 9, wanting to quickly escape conflict, tries to compromise. "Oh, why don't we just go to a buffet? That way you can get Mongolian, you can get pasta, you can get Mexican, and then we can all be happy again." However, this weakness of conflict avoidance can also be a strength. 9s are excellent mediators and peacemakers. They take everyone's perspective into account, and they naturally bring peace to volatile situations as well as people. In summary, here are our do's and don'ts of the Enneagram 9. Do give them extra time to process. Don't force them to take sides. Both of these get to the heart of a 9. Wanting everyone to be a winner, needing additional time to reflect and make decisions, and trying to escape conflict like the plague. If you enjoyed this video on the do's and don'ts of the Enneagram 9, please be sure to subscribe and watch out for the next series. I'll see you then.